Cinderella lived in a quiet house near the edge of a busy town with her father and kind heart. When she was young, her mother died, and sadness stayed like a soft shadow in her days. Her father married again, hoping to bring order and care back into their home. The new wife had 2 daughters, and they cared deeply about clothes, status, and attention. At first, Cinderella tried to be friendly, polite, and helpful to everyone in the house. Soon, her father became ill and passed away, leaving Cinderella alone with her stepfamily. After that day, the house changed, and kindness slowly disappeared from her daily life. The stepmother gave Cinderella hard work and took her nice room away without shame. Cinderella slept near the kitchen fire, where ashes covered her clothes and hands. Because of this, the stepsisters laughed and called her Cinderella in a cruel tone. Every morning, Cinderella woke early to clean floors, carry water, and prepare food. She worked quietly, because arguing only brought more anger and heavier tasks. The stepsisters slept late and spent hours choosing dresses and fixing their hair. Cinderella watched them and dreamed silently of a life with respect and warmth. Small birds and mice became her friends because they listened and stayed close. She shared crumbs with them and spoke gently, and they helped her when they could. One day, a royal message arrived, carried by a man in fine uniform. The message said the prince would hold a grand ball at the palace. All young women in the land were invited, so the prince could choose a bride. The stepsisters screamed with joy and ran to show their mother the message. They talked only about dresses, shoes, and how the prince would surely notice them. Cinderella felt hope grow quietly inside her chest, like a small, warm light. She asked politely, "May I go too if my work is finished on time?" The stepmother laughed coldly and said, "You belong in the kitchen, not the palace." The stepsisters added, "Who would look at you in old clothes and ash?" Cinderella lowered her head, but she did not let their words break her spirit. On the day of the ball, the house was full of noise and strong smells. Cinderella cleaned, ironed dresses, and tied ribbons, while the others shouted orders. At last, the carriage arrived, and the step-family left in shining clothes. Cinderella stood alone, and tears fell slowly onto the cold stone floor. She whispered, "I wish I could go, just to see the lights and music." Suddenly, a soft light filled the room, and a gentle woman appeared, smiling. The woman said, "Do not cry, child, because kindness brings help in time." Cinderella understood this was her fairy godmother and listened carefully. The fairy godmother said, I can help you go to the ball, but rules matter." She waved her wand and turned a pumpkin into a golden carriage. She changed mice into strong horses and a rat into a careful driver. Then she touched Cinderella's old dress, and it became a beautiful gown. The dress shined softly, simple but elegant, fitting Cinderella perfectly. On her feet appeared glass slippers, light, clear, and comfortable. The fairy godmother warned, "You must return before midnight, or magic will end." Cinderella promised, because clear rules help magic and life work well. She stepped into the carriage feeling excited, nervous, and thankful. At the palace, lights filled the sky, and music moved like waves. Guests danced, talked, and laughed, wearing colors and fabrics from many places. When Cinderella entered, the room became quiet for a moment. People turned to look because her calm beauty felt different and real. The prince saw her and felt curious, then deeply interested. He walked toward her and asked, "May I have the dance, kind lady?" Cinderella said yes, and they danced slowly, listening to the music together. The prince forgot everyone else because her voice and smile felt honest. Cinderella enjoyed the moment, but remembered the time and the rule. The stepsisters did not recognize her and spoke kindly, wanting her attention. Cinderella smiled, because kindness feels better than revenge or anger. Time passed quickly, and the clock moved closer to midnight. When the first bell rang, Cinderella felt fear and excitement together. She thanked the prince and ran, her heart beating fast. On the stairs, she lost one glass slipper, but could not stop. The clock struck midnight, and magic faded into night air. Cinderella reached home, wearing her old clothes again, holding hope inside. The next day, the palace sent a message across the land. The prince would find the woman whose foot fit the glass slipper. Houses were visited one by one, and excitement filled the town. When the slipper reached Cinderella's house, the stepsisters pushed forward eagerly. Each tried the slipper, but it did not fit their feet. The stepmother said sharply, "There is no one else here worth trying." Cinderella spoke softly, "May I try too, please?" The stepsisters laughed, but the servant allowed her politely. Cinderella put on the slipper, and it fit perfectly and comfortably. She took the other slipper from her pocket, proving the truth. The prince arrived and recognized her kind face immediately. The stepmother and stepsisters stood silent, shocked and pale. The prince said, "This is the woman I danced with and admire." Cinderella forgave her family because anger only keeps pain alive. She moved to the palace and began a new life with care. She learned to speak kindly, listen well, and help others. People respected her not only for beauty, but for gentle strength. She remembered her past and treated servants with fairness and warmth. The prince learned from her patience and calm thinking. Together, they ruled with care, honesty, and clear communication. Cinderella practiced simple thoughts like, "I am worthy and I am kind." She knew that hope grows when we do not give up. Her story spread, teaching that kindness can change fate. It taught that rules matter, but hearts matter more. It taught that quiet strength can shine brighter than loud pride. Children heard the story and learned to speak gently. They learned that helping others brings unexpected help back. Cinderella never forgot the kitchen fire or the ashes. She used memory to stay humble and thankful. The palace became a place of learning, music, and fairness. Guests felt welcome, not judged by clothes or wealth. Cinderella smiled often because peace lived inside her now. She spoke slowly and clearly, helping others understand her words. Her voice felt calm, like a story read at night. She showed that learning and growing take time and patience. Even simple words can carry deep meaning and comfort. The glass slippers stayed safe, not as pride, but memory. They reminded her of rules, time, and trust. Cinderella believed everyone could change with care and effort. She helped those who felt small, unseen, or tired. The prince supported her, listening and learning beside her. Their home felt warm, not because of gold, but respect. Seasons passed, and the kingdom felt calmer and kinder. People spoke more honestly, inspired by their rulers. Cinderella's name became a symbol of hope and patience. Parents told children, "Be kind, even when life is hard." Teachers said, "Practice clear words like Cinderella did." The story stayed alive because its lesson stayed true. Kindness grows slowly, but it lasts longer than fear. Courage can be quiet and still be strong. Cinderella's life showed that beginnings do not decide endings. Every day can bring change with effort and hope. If you feel unseen, remember Cinderella's calm heart. If you feel tired, remember her patience and trust. speak kindly to yourself, as she did in silence. Learn slowly, repeat gently, and believe in growth. Life can change like magic, but effort guides it. Respect yourself, and others will learn to respect you. Cinderella's story is soft, but its message is strong. It says, "You matter, even when others forget." It says, "Time and kindness work together." It says, "Do not lose hope in dark places." Cinderella listened, learned, and waited with care. Her reward came, not from anger, but patience. She walked forward with grace and clear purpose. The palace lights never replaced her inner light. That inner light guided her every decision. And so, her story continues in quiet voices. It continues wherever someone chooses kindness over bitterness. It continues when learners speak slowly and clearly. Cinderella's journey reminds us to stay gentle and brave. And it reminds us that hope can begin in ashes.